Show. Let's take to it too. The experts in disinformation and content authentication have been concerned for a long time now about the potential to spread lies and chaos via deep fakes. More especially now as they're becoming more realistic looking. What's more alarming is the easy accessibility to these videos. Cybercrime expert and CEO of GoldPhish, Dan Thornton, joins me now to explain this further. Dan, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Dan, what exactly is deepfakes and why has it become so popular in today's digital media culture?
Well, deepfakes, it's a type of manipulated media, whether they're videos, images, or audio recordings, and they've been manipulated by artificial intelligence technology. So this media can mimic people's faces, their movements, people's voices with such accuracy that it's often impossible to tell it apart from the real thing.
Well, I have to ask, does this world of deepfake unlock the future of our imagination, or does it cross the moral line?
With the imagination side of things, the entertainment world, from Hollywood to across the world, has been using this type of technology for a while now. There are arguments that there's great positive uses of deepfake, including using them in education and entertainment, art and self-expression. Imagine the possibilities of, teachers being able to deliver lessons, to their students, bringing historical figures back to life in the classroom. Unfortunately, the potential of these positives doesn't negate the harm that it can be used against individuals, against organizations, and against overall trust in society if we lose that.
How exactly is content detected for being manipulated or synthetically generated?
There's a number of ways to detect, the poor quality deepfakes. A lot of, as this technology improves, it's getting more and more difficult to actually tell the really good quality stuff. But for poor quality deepfakes, there's a number of things individuals can look out for to try and identify it. One of those is eye movement. Always check out whether there's a lack of blinking or too much blinking or abnormal eye movement. Lip syncing might also be bad, so look out for lip syncing. And then, flickering around the edges of faces as well, similar to what we see on Zoom calls. So there are a number of telltale signs that you can look out for, but it's getting more and more difficult.
Should deepfakes be considered a cybercrime, and what would the appropriate recourse be?
Great question. I guess it depends entirely what the intent is of using that media. Many are entertaining, as I've said, some can be extremely helpful, but if it's used to deceive for nefarious purposes, then it should be regarded as a crime. If we're using somebody's likeness without their permission, then there's copyright infringement or defamation laws to consider as well. The recourse for this, if anyone finds himself a victim of cybercrime involving deepfakes, they need to report that media to the social platform that they've discovered it on immediately and request that it get taken down. They can also consider reaching out to their local authorities and law enforcement to make a formal complaint. And if there is a potential case for defamation, they should reach out to their legal advisors and look at legal options as well.
Can you talk a little more about the legal framework here, Dan, the educational perspective to protect people and businesses?
So from a legal framework, there's very little sort of particularly looking at deepfakes right now, but there are existing laws in place against defamation, against copyright, against crime like extortion and different types of scamming and manipulation. So there are laws in place that do protect us from these type of things, but it's still very difficult though. How to defend against it and protect yourself and your businesses, or to always remain skeptical of all communications received not face to face. Always double confirm with any person you believe that if you're talking to anybody over any form of communication and they're requesting information from you, they're requesting money, hang up and go through the official channels to try and confirm exactly who it is. I would say the very main top tip to take away from this is just be suspicious and stop believing everything we hear online.
Dan, it's been great advice from you this afternoon. Quite an eye-opening conversation about deep fakes as well. Thank you for joining us, I believe, from outside of the country at the moment. Where are you?
I'm currently in the Middle East.
Oh, good to be able to chat with you. And thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.